Hey guys, how's it going? First off, I want to show you my t-shirt. This is from my buddy Frank. He has a studio in Western Ave in Lowell. If you would like to buy his work, you can go to his website. It's iformation.net. He's got some really cool stuff there. He does like cell phone cases, t-shirts, toys, caps, laptop covers. He's pretty much all over the place, and he's got really cool graphics. So I really enjoy his work. So check it out. I'll put it in the bottom there, iformation.net. So anyway, I actually wanted to talk a little bit today about talent and how personally I don't think it exists. You know, if talent does exist, then it's just a lubricant. It's a lubricant for hard work. You really need to be working hard. You know, in order to become a master in any field, you need to be at it for 10 years of deliberate practice. And when I say deliberate practice, I mean you need to be a little bit over your nose with what you're doing. You know, so like, let's say you're pretty well painter, you're a landscape painter, doing really well. Well, you know, you should be working on figures. And that way it's just slightly above your nose, and you'll just be progressing even more and more. With my years of teaching, I've noticed, you know, the students that will become successful in, you know, art, it's not talent, it's their temperament. It's they can focus for a sustained amount of time. They pay attention to little details. They tend to be perfectionists, which sometimes works against you, but they tend to be perfectionists, and they enjoy it. They love doing it, and that's the thing. That's what I said earlier about I have no choice being an artist. And it's true, I don't. You know, I didn't sit there and consciously be like, should I be an artist? Should I be a firefighter? Should I be an accountant? It was really nothing like that. It just, when I was young, I used to draw all the time. Then I started painting around middle school, oil painting middle school. And then that was it. That was all I wanted to do. That's all I wanted to be, was an artist. I didn't even want to be an architect or a graphic designer or anything like that. I wanted to be a fine artist. I wanted to paint oil paintings and have them in galleries and become famous, which is a whole other thing about fame, which is pretty much an illusion for anybody alive today, because you won't know if you're famous until 100 years after you're dead. And so you're going to be long gone, and anybody who you cared about is going to be long gone too. So fame really doesn't matter, not as an artist. Really. One of the cool things about YouTube is it's a global platform, so you have viewers all over the world, and I'd like to thank some of the viewers, and also find it really fascinating some of the countries that you know, tuned into my programs. Obviously the USA, United Kingdom, Canada, Portugal, Italy, Hungary, Japan, Germany, Saudi Arabia, France, Australia, India. But special thanks, because I got a couple followers in Turkey. There's a couple in Hong Kong, and I think I have 2 followers in Poland. And yeah, thank you guys, and I love you. I love you guys. You guys are the best. Also, I love everybody that I know personally around here. Every time I run into somebody, they're always like, "Oh, I watched your video. It's so awesome. Keep it up, keep it up." I don't know, just, you know, plenty of words of support, which is great, and I really appreciate it. And a few people have actually offered to fix my old painter's pants, which are actually ancient history now. They're rags. So, you know, maybe my next pair. I think I have a coat that I need mending. So I mean, we'll eventually get to yellow. I'm gonna need a banana or a lemon or something like that, so I can paint it. So I can show you how to use yellow. I've seen yellow used way too bright, and it looks like it's its own light source, so it's kind of weird. Also, I'll be stretching a canvas. That's actually my next video that I'm coming up. I'm gonna actually work on that today. Stretch a canvas. I actually need to stretch a few. I'm gonna go through some of the tools and what I think you guys should own, and just a technique that I use. I also want to show you how to fold the corners so they look nice and beautiful. What else? Some of the other episodes that we'll be doing will be composition. So I'll show you guys a few different types of composition. Compositions are like movies. You know, there's only so many types of genres. There's drama, there's comedies, there's horror, there's action, there's sci-fi. So there's only so many out there, you know. I mean, they're making new ones like bromance, things like that. Also romance. And it's the same with composition. Compositions, there's the pyramid, Illuminati, the pyramid. There's the S curve. There's the C. There's a bullseye, which is kind of a weird one, a little tricky to do. And just some other little things about composition that I kind of want to go through. So what I'll be doing is I'll be showing you some paintings, and I'll show you guys kind of the main line and the way it's composed. I'll also talk about things you should avoid too with composition. Those little tricky, little weird
So guys,
things. I love you so much, and thank you for following me, and thank you for all the comments. And yeah, you guys are the best. Thumbs up, please. Big hug, and I love you. Mwah. Bye, guys.